Hello, my name is Gloria. Welcome to Treasures Unspoken, the brand that provides psychosocial support to pregnancy loss victims and also creates awareness to the society against unrecognized loss. If it's your first time watching, I truly appreciate that you took the time to come and watch such a video. If you are a regular, I truly appreciate the immense support you extend to me. And as usual, I send you love. Thank you so much. Today we will be talking about other causes of pregnancy loss. I mention other because I've already recorded what caused or what triggered my loss. So if you are new or you didn't watch that video, please get time and watch it so that you also get to understand from what point am I coming from or why am I even bold about this. I've recorded other videos, my story, getting to closure, processing grief, and also introduced you to Treasures Unspoken. So if you've never watched any of my videos, this might be the best time for you to go and watch these videos. Anyway, let's dive in. So what causes loss? Like I had mentioned, every pregnancy is unique, and what could trigger your loss may not exactly be what triggered my loss or any other person's loss. So the causes of pregnancy loss vary, and it's usually important for you as a victim to find out from your gynecologist or from the person attending to you, like your medic. Get to find out what really caused your pregnancy loss. This actually comes in strong because it will help you know how to process grief, how to get to closure, because you would have something or a reason, or you can actually explain what triggered it. Usually there are many causes of pregnancy loss and each vary depending on every patient. So the biggest cause of pregnancy loss is stress. When you are stressed, when you are overwhelmed with life's issues, you have trauma, you have things going on in your life that are not working well, you are worrying about rent, school fees, food, how to eat, all this stress culminate into pressure on the baby and the pregnancy. So you might end up actually losing the baby because of too much thinking and too much focusing on many things. So if you are pregnant and you kind of felt or the doctors diagnosed you with extreme stress, you can always manage your stress when you are actually pregnant to avoid such occurrences repeating themselves. Cause number 2, hormonal imbalance or uterine dysfunctions. There could be other things that are very biological that actually bring or trigger the loss of your pregnancy. If you have hormonal imbalance, the uterus is not fine, anything else is not working well in your body, it is always good to check out with your doctor to find out what actually caused your loss. Especially if it's something biological, doctors can always attend to it. There are some that will be taken care of when you are already pregnant, some would be actually dealt with before you conceive again. So that will be something you may want to look into if you have hormonal imbalance issues. Maybe the uterus is not okay, the something else is not okay in your body, provided it's biological. You may have to look and discuss that with your doctor when you're pregnant or even before you conceive, so that you get remedies. Remember, the earlier you get the remedies, the better, so that you actually plan for the next pregnancy and know how you will handle it when you are already pregnant, and things to avoid or medications to take and treatment to follow. Another cause of pregnancy loss would be previous losses. Some people may have a history of multiple losses. Could be that you have been a victim of other 1, 2, 3, 4, like several losses of pregnancies. The body somehow adjusts to that. When you have gone through pregnancy loss before, the body would actually develop a system or a mechanism that will be flashing out the baby every time you're pregnant. This could be an issue with the hormones, could be an issue with that dysfunctionality in your body. You may have your doctor check you because some things can be dealt with beforehand. If this is your case, if you have previous losses, it's always good to work with a gyna at a close level, close follow-up, clinics, get to such things and find out how can the doctor help you, so that at least you can carry the next pregnancy to term. Another cause of pregnancy loss could be you are taking drugs. And when I say drugs, they could be prescription drugs and also hard drugs. The most common one we know is the hard drugs bit, but we forget prescription drugs. Anytime you are smoking, you are taking alcohol, you are sniffing, you are chewing mirror, all these kind of hard drugs may actually cause or trigger a pregnancy loss. This could be something that you may want to discuss with your doctor, or also stop these habits before you get pregnant so that you can carry this baby to term. The other side of drugs would be prescription drugs. Most of the times when we feel sick, we tend to self-medicate ourselves, and this could be actually a big issue. It's advised that anytime you are unwell, anytime you have a symptom, it's always good to find out with your physician or with a doctor what's going on before you self-medicate yourself. So take point to find out from a doctor, from your gynecologist, if some medications are safe for you or if actually you shouldn't take them. That's something that you may want to consider when you're pregnant. You get a headache, you have a toothache, you have any other issues, and you rush to the hospital. Before rushing there or before rushing to the chemist to get medication, please make an effort of inquiring from either the one serving you the drugs or your medical practitioner, so that at least you can be helped and be advised correctly. The other issue could be high blood pressure. If you are suffering from high blood pressure, if you have a history of diabetes, other sicknesses that may come along, they may actually contribute to pregnancy loss. There is always a way you can know what caused your loss, and the better you know, the better it will be for you to actually know how to manage the next pregnancy. Like now with issues to do with blood pressure, you can always get medication. You can find out from a doctor how will you manage this when you're pregnant, what do you need to do, what do you need, get the restrictions, get to know what you are not supposed to do, how you can take care of yourself before you actually get into full-term pregnancy. Or if it already happened and you are already pregnant, follow medication is advised, work with doctors, work with people who actually understand what you are going through, its intensity, and how to help you best. So that's another thing you can focus on. Even diabetes, any other sicknesses, look at that and get to know how to actually get out of such, and how you can be helped to manage the pregnancy to term. The other thing could be your age. Sadly, women, as we get older, the body adjusts to knowing that you have less chances of conceiving and even carrying a pregnancy to term. So the older you are, could be an issue. You might want to conceive in the like below 40, below, in those ages. Try at least as much as you can conceive before 40. But again, miracles still happen and people have still carried their babies in their 40s and even 50s. You never know. If that's God's plan for you, it's okay. But I was just trying to cite out, age could be an issue that you are unable to carry your pregnancy to term. The other thing that could cause you to lose a pregnancy could be improper implantation. If during implantation the zygote doesn't implant itself well on the uterus, the body may actually flush out that from the system, so that you end up losing the baby instead of carrying to term. So this is something you may want to also be checked. Unfortunately, this happens in the first 1 month. You may never actually know if this was the cause, but it's equally important to look at this and find out if it caused your loss. The other thing that could cause a pregnancy loss is excess working. Women, we have power, we have strength, we may want to do everything at once. We may want to make sure we are that ideal wife, that ideal woman. You can do everything. Sometimes out of lack of help and support, but sometimes it could just be because you want to prove to people or you are used to that. Take time and rest. Resting from actually normal duties, relieving yourself of the schedule and getting at least help is actually helpful in sustaining a pregnancy to term. There are people who have ended up losing their babies because they, like, since the week started, they have been ever busy. The weekend, they are ever busy. They don't actually have time for themselves. This may be very unfortunate. If you want to do everything at once, if you are that superpower woman, I pray that the grace of God will be sufficient to you. But again, don't be ignorant and want to do everything at once. If you can get help, let someone help you. If your significant other can be of help, let them help you. Let them relieve you of the duties so that at least you can rest and take care of this little creature in you. There are many causes of pregnancy loss. These are just a few of them. I don't know if you are watching and you have gone through pregnancy loss and I haven't listed any of your causes and you'd like to actually list that. Please put that in the comment section for anyone who is also grieving from pregnancy loss and they're just trying to find out what really caused my pregnancy loss. And it's always important, I emphasize this again, find out from your medical practitioner or your gynecologist the cause of your pregnancy loss. This helps you to know and to plan the best way you will handle your next pregnancy and know what to look for, what not to tolerate, what not to compromise, things that will actually make you take care of yourself well in the next pregnancy. If it needs medical intervention, do that as soon as you can. Don't let you be another statistic. Don't let the next pregnancy be a statistic. Also, knowing the cause of your pregnancy loss helps in grieving and also having a reason to why you know, was this beyond my control or is this something that I could have done? Okay, those are things you can look into when you are pregnant or when you have gone through pregnancy loss and are wondering surely what really caused my loss. Once you know all these things, you can be able to plan your next pregnancy well, appropriately, and actually know what to look out for. So that's it for today. You can list any cause that you know. If you have queries, you have concerns, you can share them in the comment section. I will get back to you. I would love to know what caused your pregnancy loss if you are here, or if you know someone who lost a pregnancy and you've been speculating, because people actually speculate pregnancy losses. These are things I will talk about later on. So it's always important to know what really caused your loss, what triggered it, how will you be able to handle the next pregnancy, what are the remedies or the precautions you may need to put in place before you get pregnant or actually when you're pregnant to avoid this from recurring. So like I've mentioned, if you feel like there is a cause that I've not mentioned, please drop that in the comment section, because there are many causes, they are diverse and they differ. We are never the same, and there is no way a pregnancy loss can be caused by nothing. There must be a cause that you should find out from your practitioner. That's it for today. Thank you for watching. Thank you for remaining aboard until this last minute. I truly appreciate your time and your effort to actually be here to the end. Thank you for supporting me. If you're new, I remind you once again, please subscribe. Even if you are a regular and you've never subscribed, I request today, hit the subscription button. Let's walk this grieving journey together. Let's create awareness to the society. Let's provide psychosocial support to victims of pregnancy loss. I mention victims because even men are equally victims of pregnancy loss, and no one actually gives men the platform to express themselves. So with this brand, you can actually express yourself, talk about your loss, and yes, let's talk about it. Let the society know that pregnancy loss is actually something that we need to talk about it and create awareness. Please today share my post, share my video to your contact list, to your social media accounts. Feel free to share and actually let's grow together. Let's create awareness together. Let's talk to the society and let the society know that pregnancy loss is a loss that needs attention and awareness. If you've never liked, today make an effort, like, subscribe, share, and comment. I truly appreciate. Until next time, when we'll be talking about the types of pregnancy losses, it's a goodbye for now. May the Lord keep you until next time. Bye.